A question here. Hey Q, can you explain the 6-year rule for PPR, which stands for prime place of residence, becoming an investment property short term? Definitely. To explain this, I'll use 5 points and I'll use an acronym to describe these 5 points. And the acronym is YALLA. Yeah, YALLA. Like YALLA habibi. YALLA. So to use a YALLA acronym to answer your question, the first Y is you are gonna yank your place into the rental market, like what you're saying. So congrats. That's right, habibi. You can rent out your prime place of residence and still enjoy CGT exemption. But there's a catch, guys. There's a 6-year limit. For example, you're moving to another city for a job, but decide to rent out your fully sick mansion. This is the beginning of your 6-year countdown. Next point I want to make in YALLA is that it's away, but not forever for A. But to answer your question, Ali made AA, the ATO will say, hey, we get it. You want to lease out your property for a short term? That's fine. You can live elsewhere while you rent out your place. For example, the place you're living right now, as long as you lived in it for 12 months, you can actually rent it out and backpack through Europe or Lebanon like that top place dodgy developer. And say on the 5th year and 11th month you decide to sell it, there is no tax on the profit because you're still within the 6-year window. Next point I want to make under YALLA acronym is lease it, baby, but keep an eye on the clock for L. Which means Ali made AA, you need to keep an eye and record of when that place was rented out. That's when the countdown starts, and don't go over it. Because what happens, brother? The ATO's like, habibi, you went over the 6-year rule, now pay me some money. Next point I want to make in L in YALLA is let's reset the clock. Now here's a cheeky move. So if you have a Lebo friend and you tell them this cheeky move, they'll probably buy you a free kebab. Say you rented out your Brisbane bungalow for 4 years and you move back for 12 months. The 6-year clock resets after you move in. So then, in which you say when you eat the kebab, Allah bak. And the final point I want to make in the YALLA acronym is A, which stands for ATO's watching, cuz. Guys, the ATO is watching. Document everything. If you're renting the place, keep records of when the period was rented out and when you move back in, clearly. And this is what my Lebo accountant told me when you're trying to do these sneaky moves. Helle ayunuk ashra ashra.